Hello students, today's topic is paging which comes under memory management. So let us see what is paging. Paging is a memory management scheme used in operating system to manage the data that is stored and retrieved from the secondary storage into primary memory, also known as RAM. What this paging actually does, this paging permits the physical address space of a process to be non-contiguous. Okay, so it is possible to store our process into non-contiguous chunk of RAM, and it is fixed sized partitioning scheme. Let us see what happens in paging technique. Actually, in paging technique, the secondary memory and the main memory are divided into equal sized partitions, and it helps to avoid the external fragmentation and the need for compaction. Main memory is divided into a number of equal sized blocks as I mentioned earlier, and these equal sized blocks of the main memory is known as frame, and the processes memory, also known as logical memory or the secondary memory, is also divided into a number of equal sized blocks of the same length as frames, and these are called as pages. So here you can see the example. So this is our process is divided into few pages, and these pages will be mapped into our main memory. What are the important points that we have to remember? Always remember that CPU generates logical address, and in order to access the main memory, we always need a physical address. So how it is possible? CPU generates a logical address, but to access the main memory, we need a physical address. So this logical address will be mapped to the physical address, and only then we will be able to retrieve the data that is being stored into the RAM. How the page is loaded? The page can be loaded in any of the available frame in our RAM. The logical address generated by CPU consists of two parts. The first part is known as page number, which is P, and the second part is known as page offset D. What is this page number? This page number is used to specify a specific page or a particular page of the process from which the CPU wants to read the data. Okay, and this page number is also used as an index to the page table. What is page offset? Page offset is mainly used to specify the specific word on that page that CPU wants to read. Let us see what is a page table. Normally, the operating system maintains a page table which maps the logical page to physical frames, or we can say in other words the logical page numbers to physical frame numbers. Page table provides corresponding frame number, also known as the base address where a particular page is stored in the main memory. This base address is combined with the page offset, and this is how the physical memory address is defined. Okay, and this address will be sent to the memory unit. Now, whenever a process needs data, the operating system looks up the page table to find that data. How is it going to find that data? So it will find where the page is stored in the RAM. How it is going to find where the page is stored? With the help of the page table. Okay. Now, if the required page is not there in the RAM, then this situation is known as page fault. The page is needed by the operating system and that page is not available in the RAM. This situation is known as page fault. What happens after the page fault? The operating system loads this particular page from the secondary memory into the available frame in our RAM. Let us see what is a frame number. Frame number is used to indicate the specific frame where the required page is stored, and the frame offset indicates the specific word that has to be read from that page. Now what about the page size? What should be the page size? The size of the page is typically the power of 2, and this size varies between 512 bytes to 16 MB per page. Okay. Actually, the page size mainly depends upon the architecture of the computer. Logical address is divided into two parts as we have seen before. Like the first part is known as the page number and the second part is known as the page offset. This page offset D is also known as the displacement within the page. So if you see, this is the diagram of our paging. CPU generates logical address. Logical address is divided into two parts, page and offset. This logical address will have an entry into the page table. Page table will assign a free frame to our page, and after assigning the free frame, that frame number with along with the offset will generate the physical address, and this is how our page will be mapped to the frame, or in other words I can say that the logical address will be mapped to the physical address with the help of the page table. Let us see how the paging works step by step. For the first time, CPU generates the logical address with P and D. Page table translates the page to the frame, also known as mapping logical page to physical page. Now, physical address is formed by combining the frame number F and the offset D. The required data is retrieved from the RAM at this particular physical address. And this paging mechanism ensures the efficient memory allocation, and it also eliminates the external fragmentation. See what hardware support we need for paging. Now each operating system has its own method for storing the page tables, and most operating systems allocate page tables for each process. A pointer to the page table is stored into some other register values like instruction counter, and where it is stored in our PCB, also known as process control block. Now when the dispatcher is told to start a process, it must reload the user register and define the correct hardware page table values from the stored user page table. How the page table is implemented? Generally, the page table is kept in main memory. The page table base register PTBR points to the page table, and the page table length register PRLR indicates the size of the page table. Now in this scheme, every data or the instruction access require two memory accesses, one for the page table and one for the physical data where it is stored, data or instruction. Now the two memory access problem can be solved by the use of special fast lookup hardware cache called as associative memory, or also known as translation look aside buffer TLB. In my next class or in my next video, I will be discussing paging with TLB. Now let us see the advantages of paging. As we discussed earlier, paging eliminates the external fragmentation, and it supports virtual memory. It allows the process to run even if they exceed the RAM size. It provides efficient memory allocation by using fixed size block. Let us see some disadvantages of paging. It introduces internal fragmentation if a page is not fully used. Also requires additional memory for the page table. The accessing of data may be slower due to page table lookups. That's all for today. Thank you.